I trained for executive protection, and I passed the academy at an old age when some younger people didn't make it. So 27 years of security, I've put my handcuffs on probably 40 people. I've arrested people, and then I've had people arrested without even laying a finger on them. And then I come to meet people who are less trained, less skilled, less hungry. And I wonder, how do they stay in this field? And then I come across people who own security companies who've not had half the skill or experience that I've acquired, and they don't seem to know how to deal with certain situations. And I try to help because I've done so much, I've seen so much, and yet they turn me down. They turn my knowledge down. It's crazy. And I've met people who were retired police officers, start their own company. They've gone through so much training and seen so much. And then they start a security company and they don't teach their guards pretty much anything. Where's the training? Where's the SOP, the standard operational procedures? Where's the post orders that tells people what to do at each post? I worked at Jewish schools where the clients are rich, filthy rich, but you wouldn't know it unless you knew it. They are trained in a culture to not show their wealth through clothing and jewelry. The only way you might know was if you were on the inside and you saw the things that I've seen. So you're protecting rich people and their families. And then you start to realize what they hold as important to them and how they see you. I have come to realize that Jewish people, the Jewish community, and I'm not mad at them for employing me, but they see black people as sort of like gargoyles that protect the building. Their men are humble and physically weak, so they hire either black companies or companies that employ black people to protect their schools and their businesses, because they know black people are in most cases known for aggression, and they know that we will tackle, handcuff, remove. So that's how they see us. They're very good people, very cultural, very religious. They even pray before they have sex. They pray together before they have sex. Anyway, so if you have a security company protecting the client, shouldn't it be best to train your people on what to look for when they're doing their patrols, when they're looking at vehicles, when they're looking at people? They should be looking at body language, tone of voice, what they're wearing, the lean of a vehicle, the smell, if there's something sweet, if there's an oily substance, if the trunk seems to be shiny on the edges and the vehicle is not shiny, if there's parts that has been replaced, if it's a very old car with a new panel, things that don't add up. You should have a natural curiosity to look into these things. When there's a vehicle parked outside a building or a school or in a garage, and the plates have been expired for 2 years, That could be a stolen vehicle. It could be something recently stolen to be used for something else. But a lot of companies aren't teaching their guards to be curious. Just clock in, stand around, and then clock out and go home.